Hello, 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 and welcome. This is Jolene with the Jewel Design, and we are doing a bonus video. I don't really know what else to call it because it's sort of a montage of things, and it's not your standard. You will have your journal with me tomorrow as we work on the another step in the autumn foliage journal. Outside of that, I don't really have any updates. I said that last week I did ask for some advice on the cover, and you guys agreed that any of them would work, but that this may be the best one to go with all the colors that match. And I think I'm going to do the inside of the cover, the orange. So we'll have this on the inside, we'll have this on the outside, and we will have that yummy Amazon packaging on the inside to make it all nice and crunchy and lovely sounding. So that was stoked. But really I just wanted to come on today real quick, and being Wednesday and all, and just update you with what's new in my shop. Sometimes it's sort of one of those digital reveal type things without being a digital all the time. So, as Vintage Paper Girl mentioned, on Monday, we are going to get her first set of digitals in place. These are the copies of her lace scans, and we're going to turn those scans into digitals for you guys. So that will be coming up in just a couple days. So keep an eye out on that. Super stoked. She doesn't do anything digitally. She does some great things though. When she puts them on her printer, she scans and copies them, and makes wonderful pieces. And so a lot of you had mentioned that you really loved the lace look and the picture. So the 5 colors that she happened to make, we're gonna turn into digitals for you guys and get those up in her shop as her first ever Vintage Paper Girl collection of digital scans. And we have more to come in the future here. It's just getting time to get together and get that going. So keep an eye out for that. Those are coming. The cover's in the process. Journal's being worked on. I don't think I printed them. I went ahead and released last week a bunch of these cute little, playing card scans. Just like the same thing. I was inspired by another Instagram journal designer who happened to be decorating playing cards, and probably Stone uses ephemera, and so I'm like, I want some new ephemera for my journals that we're working on right now. And so I ended up making 6 of these. The other 3 are already tucked away, I'm afraid. I made 6 of them, laid them out, scanned them in for you guys, and then I happened to find the playing cards that I decorated for last year, front and back, that went into my autumn journal. So you got a second sheet of last year's autumn playing cards, and you're getting a sheet of 6 autumn ones from this year. So it both portrays the colors and the styles of both last year and this year. So there's a sheet of those autumn playing card ephemera sheets. So there's 2 of those that come together. So those are in the shop. And I just added something sort of new but useful. People do it, they have excess. Sometimes you guys just get these grab bags of supplies, right? And they're usually things you've collected. Ladies, have collected papers and pre-printed, maybe mass-produced ephemera and whatnot, and they send it out as Happy Mail. They send it out as grab bag packages, and so I usually have a chunk of file folders that are full of copies of digital copies, or copies of my digitals. And these are the things that, while I'm designing for you guys, I have to do printouts. I have to print a rough draft. I have to print a almost done. I have to print a final copy. And sometimes it goes straight into a project. Sometimes it gets mailed out to a design team member. And sometimes it just sits. And I use bits and pieces of it, and then it's just piling up, right? I've made over 20 full journal kits. I've made paper kits. I've made just ephemera. I've made all kinds of things. I have 100 listings right now in my shop. And that means something had to be printed at one point or another. So, it was suggested to me by Lorette, and it was a great idea to go through all my kits, see what I had, lay it all out, and see how many mixed bag, I'm calling it a mixed bag, kits I could put together. And I was able to do 6 of them. So I have about a dozen kits that are that either had like random print papers, only a few ephemera, had multiple copies, had what I call my oops pages. It means I started printing, decided I needed to remove something, add something, change colors, printed out okay, but it wasn't perfect to maybe send to a design team member. You know, they're still totally doable. You could cut them up, you can turn them into tags, cards, you could tear them and layer them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of these sheets. They just weren't the perfect final copy, right? So I decided we were going to make some grab bags. And there are 6 of these out, 3 in green, 3 in cream. And I only say that is because I decided to make cute little paper page ephemera holders to put the good 50 to 60 pieces of ephemera in, so it's easy to get. And this is super simple to where you can now decorate that up also. They are about 6 by 6 except for one, which is about maybe 5 by 6, but I thought they were a great addition to sort of add to the pile. So you guys get, depending what you choose, 6 full page journal pages. Some are journals, some are patterns, some are backgrounds. Some are single-sided. I even have a couple that are double-sided. See, just patterns. See, that one has front and back. Your pattern papers. And they range. Now, all of them have about the same amount of stuff. They come from, I think I said almost a dozen different kits that these come from. See, oops, that one's upside down. But they're just the pages. They're in some stage, or like that one comes. That one's double. Oh, that one's not double sided. Oh my gosh, it doesn't matter. Some are double sided, some aren't. So some of you get double. But it's like from the pink shabby kit. It's from the retro kit. It's from my purple 50 Shades of Purple kit. It's from my pink shabby welcome. My summer. What else? There's something else in here. There's 1, 2. Let's see. That's a 3rd. That's a 4th. That's a paper kit. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 8 different kits are represented in this one. So up to 12 of my kits are shown off in here. You get 12 pages to start with to sort of add to your collection, whether you decide to do just a complete like variety. Most of these are floral. Mine's a little bit of the retro from the Sweet Treats and the sewing, but they all sort of match together. They all go together. This is definitely a good collage of what I've done in the past, say, 6 to 8 months. And then you get the ephemera piece, right? So you get the double pocket ephemera pocket thing. You get a bunch of ephemera. A majority of the pieces are probably fussy cuts. They're words, they're tags, everything's sort of cut out for you. In the most part. Some of it's just paper, you know, it looks light, and I know some of this is going to look like white, but it's not. It has little bits of color and stuff behind it. Oxicons, words, itty-bitty embellishments, labels, tabs, tags, scallops. I mean, you know, everybody gets a 1 of 6 of the little mini file folders that I worked on at one point. You get either a pocket or a mini envelope. This is one of those fold it all in and lay it down with more ephemera in here. I mean, these are, happen to put like the ittier bittier stuff in here. You've got flowers, and these are my flowers, or a chunk of my flowers. And they're not all perfect. You still can go in and really, really fussy cut. Most of them are close to kiss cut. Some are perfectly cut, depending. You know, these guys I was able to get really close, like I would if I could. So a little bit of both. I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking on them, but that's up to you for preference, or you have plenty of room to distress them. There's little strips of paper. There's a little pocket of paper that you guys get. Some strips that I loved that I thought were great to have to decorate up with. A little avocado paper. Everybody has a belly band. This one looks like the ribbon, but does have in the back. You get a large tag. There's a medium tag in here. 2 hopefully large journal cards, a number of smaller mini cards. Some have full tabbed corners, some just have flat corners. But everything has like a corner, cards, tags, strips, mini, a small coin pocket or small mini envelope, file folder, all the little guys inside, of course. And then you even get, where is it? You get a large envelope in 1 of 2 sizes. Now, a lot of these are scored, ready to go, but I did not glue anything down because I know there's multiple ways to use the envelopes, and I didn't want to go, oh, you have an envelope, you're stuck with it. Because these can be opened up, make it into a journal. You can, sew in a journal here. You can glue down tabs to have them flip open and out. You can have it this way to where everything just opens up. It just keeps flipping out and flipping open. So I did not want to limit you to, oh, I'm sorry, you're stuck with an envelope and nothing else. So these make wonderful covers and elements to make, ephemera and mini journal flip outs. And then you guys get one of my newer, you get 2 sheets or 2 quarters of my label sheets. And there's 10 labels here that you guys can cut out. They are on sticker paper. So when you're ready, you can cut them and stick them right down to wherever project you need. So you get 2 different colors, 2 different 2 different layouts. So, that is another wonderful piece to sort of work with. So, like I said, there's 49 pieces that you can pull out of here. But some of them then, have 5 words or 5 dictionary pages, or like these guys where there's a total of 10 labels. So when you add it all up and you cut out everything, it's over 60 pieces of ephemera / fussy cuts, embellishments, labels, words, however you want to put it. So you get 1, 2, 3, maybe say major ephemera base pieces. You get all the tags and some cards, the big old envelope piece, and some strips, and then a lot of little fussy cut pieces ready to go. So because I had all these sheets just sitting around. And, either I had printed it all out and started using some of it, but that, oh my gosh, I'm not, it's going to sit here forever if I'm not careful. And, or I had duplicates. So, and then the beige ones, like I said, same as the green one. There are 3 greens, there are 3 creamy beiges, and they all have the same thing. The only difference you may find is this one's a mini envelope. Got a big envelope and a little envelope, or you're going to have a big envelope and a coin pocket. So you may keep an eye on that. In the Etsy shop, I do make sure the picture does show you almost all the little pieces laid out, so you get a variety. You can see sort of the color schemes, or, maybe there's a lot of purple in one. One of them has a lot of purple. One has a little bit more of the French sort of Valentine feel. Not intentional. I was just dividing them out. I go back to look later and apparently I kept wanting to put the same thing in that pocket. But there is no theme to these. They all have a little cute strip of color for your second pocket. Hopefully, it benefits. I thought I tried to go with colors and pieces that sort of complemented the pocket itself, right? It looked pretty. It looked good. And so hopefully that benefits. They're all sewn around the edges, so everything's sewn in. So it doesn't really go anywhere, I hope. Oh my God, I hope. And I did glue down the corner where I stopped and started, so hopefully nothing comes unraveled either for you guys. So, yeah, this is what I got going. They are up in the Etsy shop. They were up last night. And, oh, here's the other one. See, I knew I had this one. This one never showed up in the other one. So that would be number 9. Some more, I think, 9 or 10. I went through my sheets. There's a few that I could have put in here. But I realized I had a full kit. I think the sewing kit, I had duplicates, but I also had a whole full kit, and I didn't want to break it up. I had still a whole full kit of these guys. Oh my gosh, I had so many printouts of these. This was an act of love, this retro kit that's now a mega journal kit. And, I had copies and copies and copies. So some of these are definitely different from what you get in the journal kit. So if you happen to buy this, you're like, oh, I have a bunch of that. This is going to be a little different. It's going to be laid out different. It may have a different color, may have a different side piece, maybe a different proportion. I think this one stayed, but I have one with the flowers. I may have made it bigger or smaller, So it's definitely a lot of fun. It's a great little group. So it is, it is the mixed grab bag, a Jewel Design collection of journal kit items and supplies. And it is up for sale. Just a little something to help clean out my stash and get you guys, hopefully, a little variety. Maybe you were debating on something. Maybe you weren't sure about the kit. And why not get a little bit of everything? And test it all out and then go, oh my gosh, I really love that page, or I really love that ephemera. And all of this is still sitting in my shop in the sense that the digital kits are all there. Nothing in here is limited or not out anymore or, discontinued. So here we go, right? I wish I had fall stuff or even Christmas stuff. I don't. That's the one thing where I'm very limited. I put it all together. I made everything that I printed out. I'm down to the bare minimum, just pulling it to finish off this new autumn kit. I'm pulling some of last year's stuff and putting it to the new one just to expand it. And, I have very little of that left. The pink Christmas, I do have a little bit left, but I never made anything out of it, but it's in weird pieces. So that one, I may actually try to make some pink Christmas stuff out of it this year. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the grab bags. We have the digital decorated playing card sheets up for you guys. Like I said, I scanned them in. These are Mod Podged, what's the word? I glued a backing on them because these do not have cute decorative backings. That is like prompt for the Jewel Design for junk journaling. It says like the California Lottery on the back, and it's not really cute. It's not even vintage, So these, decorate them up, Mod Podge, put some tulle on them, papers, some of the glittery dies I got from one of the shops. I can never remember what shop it is either. I feel so bad. But I love her stuff. Gail has stuff, Lorette has stuff. They look familiar. They both have them. Stamps, just pieces of paper, my number. I have some numbers. One of my first number digital kits here. So had a lot of fun with these. So you can enjoy this decor if you wanted something to cut out real quick for some fall ephemera. And then Lorette's lace papers will be up, I promise, by this weekend. Worst case scenario. I'm still balancing kids and school. Her poor thing does not have a teacher yet. Well, she does. She finally was assigned a teacher to help me out online and homeschooling. And we get to meet her Friday, and she gets to start that next week. So hopefully I'll get to gain a little more time where I can sit and do something and not have to bounce back and forth. But man, am I getting good at multitasking. I'm getting so good at multitasking. So, and then I'm not getting promoted in any way for this, but I'm in love right now with the Frank Garcia Hello Pink Autumn set. And these are his, I think they're, not cardboard. What's the other word? Oh, gosh. I just lost it. But anyway, he has stickers. He has rub-ons. I shouldn't say. They're rub-on transfers, papers, rice papers. Anyway, and then these chipboard stickers. They're a little thick for my planners, but I think they would be fun to make a purple journal, sort of an emotional self-care journal. And I think some of these, because they're gorgeous. There's I have one that's knitting, one's a blanket, this one has books and a blanket and a coffee on it, and it's in the purple tones. It says hello. It's funny. It says Hello Pink, but I see a lot of purpley tones, mint and pink in it. And let's see. And I know it's autumn, and it says Hello Pink because there's a lot. But I gravitate to more this, and this is going to actually be used in pieces in my Happy Planner. The stickers for the Happy Planners, the rice paper, who knows? But oh my gosh, I had to do a shout out. If you guys haven't seen it, I saw the Instagram popped up Frank Garcia in my kit, in my feed, and I realized it was autumn, and so I went to look at it and pick some pieces up. But it is an absolutely gorgeous kit. There are 6x6s, 12x12s. Some things are running out pretty quickly though, so it was just a shout out because I'm just in love with it. I don't make any money off it. I don't have any links or anything, but if you heard of it, because Frank Garcia is still sort of new to me, but I'm hearing his name a lot more and more. So as I'm watching more and more new YouTube subscribers or video people, I'm realizing he's popping up more and more. And they just came out of LA. They were super quick to get it to me. I was really impressed. So, I'm like, I don't want to design a kit for it, but I want to design a journal for it. And for me personally, an actual journal daily type of thing. And the wheels are turning. So anyway, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to keep it any longer. It is a bonus, but I wanted to let you know what was up and coming, what's out. Digitals are coming from Lorette. The cover is going to be worked on today or tomorrow, so we can get that journal going. So probably the next time you see me, it will be tomorrow to be showing you more of the journal. And then that journal will probably show up in about 2 weeks, hopefully completely done, ready for its reveal, and it's flip through so that you guys can look at it and hopefully enjoy it and maybe possibly buy it. Who knows, right? So keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled. Make sure you favorite the shop over at Jewel Design, because I do feature Vintage Paper Girl. Her digitals will be under her Vintage Paper Girl subsection. I don't think I'll make a separate one that says digitals, because her shop is always pretty light. We want to keep everything together so that you can find her digitals and her physical items all in the same place. So click on Vintage Paper Girl in the categories or section of my page. If not, it should just come up in the top feed as something new. But if you need to find her stuff quickly, click on her link, her side category there, and see what we got up and coming. She just put stuff out. It was gone as of yesterday. Woohoo! But I know she has things literally almost done and will be out again soon also. So thank you for joining me here at Jewel Design. And make sure you check on my link to show you to all my social media stuff, from my Etsy shop, my Buy Me a Coffee, my YouTube, of course back here, my Instagram, and anything else I'm attached to that you find me, my crafters group, my Facebook page, all of that. So you can stay up to date in your best way possible. You know what's going on, hopefully with what little teasers I'm able to put out. And of course with moments like this where you get to see me on camera. So come back tomorrow if you're looking to see how the vintage, not vintage, but the autumn foliage and floral journal is going. And we will just talk to you guys in another week or two. Talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.